Good evening. This is the fourth and final part of this little section by Swami Rama on breath awareness and meditation. What should be the object of meditation? Various schools of meditation recommend different objects of focus to make the mind become one-pointed. These objects may be either concrete or abstract. Physical objects, sound syllables, mental images, and so on. But none of these objects are helpful in the long run if breath awareness is not practiced. The mind is in the habit of dwelling on images, objects, symbols, ideas, fancies, and fantasies. So merely giving a new object to the mind is not going to enable the practitioner of meditation to transcend the mind. The breath and the mind are interdependent. If one retains the breath, one's mind starts becoming one-pointed. If the breath is irregular and jerky, the mind is dissipated. After one attains steadiness in one's posture, meditation on the breath or breath awareness is very natural. But when we do not have patience or long to have unusual experiences and to see visions without understanding what we want to visualize or experience, then the mind plays its usual tricks in bringing forward memories and past experiences, mostly in distorted forms. In such cases, the mind should not be allowed to hallucinate or experience thought patterns coming from the bed of memory. An untrained and uncontrolled mind experiences many difficulties in the attempt to become focused and one-pointed. The usual objects in the beginning stage of meditation are that the mind habitually runs to old grooves, that it broods on the objects of its interest, and that it feels tired and starts losing consciousness, making the student feel sleepy. But breath awareness strengthens the mind and makes it easier for the mind to become inward. It is advisable for beginners not to worry about any object of meditation, but to simply be aware of the breath. This is the simplest, most natural, and most essential step for attaining the deepest state of meditation. Those students who are prepared for an advanced meditational technique realize that breath awareness is important for calming down an agitated mind and making it one-pointed. When the mind starts following the flow of the breath, one becomes aware of the reality that all the creatures of the world are breathing the same breath, that there is a direct communication between oneself and the center of the cosmos, which supplies breath to all living creatures. As long as the center or living unit in human life receives the vital force or prana through the breath, the body-mind relationship is sustained. When this communication is disrupted, the conscious mind fails and the body is separated from the inner unit of life. This separation is called death. Meditation is a method that helps us to fathom our internal states and finally to go to the source or center of consciousness within. It is a journey within, and if it is practiced systematically, it is not difficult at all. Ordinarily, the mind remains dissipated with the objects of the world. And so when we try to be still physically, we find that our mind roams towards these various worldly objects. Breath awareness helps make our mind one-pointed and inward, thereby enabling us to experience levels that cannot normally be experienced. Sounds so basic and so simple and so straightforward, but oddly, it can be very difficult to do. Many of our minds want something complex and complicated, and breath awareness really is extremely, extremely useful. It's a profound and probably essential practice. So experiment with it, enjoy it. Enjoy a nice meditation on breath, okay? Thank you for visiting. Thank you for listening and playing. Have a wonderful, nice meditation on your breath, okay? Bye-bye.